viewers at home, it's nice having you on another edition of the program, The Gallery. My name is Mercy Alexander, and today we have a wonderful guest in the house. His name is Dayo Adeneye. He is the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Ogun State. Sit, relax and enjoy the program.
Otunba Dayo Adeneye, famously called D1, is an entertainment personality and a politician. He hails from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, southwest Nigeria. He was born in Lagos into the family of Pastor Samuel Ayodele Adeneye and Madam Comfort Elaide Adeneye, the third child of 6 children. Otunba Dayo Adeneye had his primary education at St. Catherine Primary School, Surulere, Lagos, and then moved to Ijebu-Ode Grammar School for his secondary education. After his secondary education, D1, as popularly called, was at Federal School of Arts and Science, Victoria Island, Lagos. Thereafter, he got an admission to study at the prestigious Southern University, New Orleans, USA, where he bagged a BA in Business Administration. He later proceeded to Southern University, Baton Rouge, USA, where he obtained an MA in Mass Communication with emphasis on radio and television production. In 1996, Otunba Dayo Adeneye and his partner and brother, Dr. Ogungbe, returned to Nigeria to contribute to the new revolution of radio and television business in Nigeria. He joined Dar Communications PLC in 1996, where he held the prime position of Programs Manager, after which he was promoted to the position of Marketing Director in 1997, a position which he held for 4 years. In 2001, Dayo and his partner and brother of life, Dr. Ogungbe, said Nigeria's most sought-after syndicated television show, PrimeTime Africa, which has earned the singular honor of gracing more television screens across Nigeria and abroad than any other entertainment program in the entertainment industry. Otunba Dayo Adeneye has so many awards, both local and international, to his credit. He ventured into politics in 2015 and is currently serving as Ogun State Commissioner for Information and Strategy.
So, welcome you on the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. It's nice having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Now, from the world of entertainment to politics, what is more appealing to you?
Thank you for that. When you say more appealing, in both instances, you provide a service to the people. As with any product, you're offering something that you hope the people want. In entertainment, whether it's music, in movies, or in broadcasting, you're providing a service for people. And the more people receive your service and ask for your services, the better off you are. And the same goes for politics. We're all servants of the people who have elected us. And some of us are appointed. We're also there to serve the people. We provide a service. We here in the Ministry of Information play 2 parts. We serve as a link between the government and the governed. We take information about the government to the people, what the government's policies are, government aims to do for the people in various areas of the economy, whether it's education, health, infrastructure, what have you. We relate that to the people and also bring the same information back from the people to the government. What are the people's wants, their needs, their aspirations? What do they want government to do for them? So you don't end up building a school in a local government that needs a hospital. Yeah. So that's basically what it is. It's a service.
Okay, that's a good one, sir. What are the lessons entertainers aspiring to be politics learning from your experience?
I wouldn't want to qualify and say entertainers. Any good citizen of Nigeria should aspire to participate. Number 1, voting is your civic responsibility. It's a privilege that most take very lightly. Well, my late father would always say, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. We as a people, we love to complain. We sit in our living rooms, we complain about the football game, we complain about electricity, NEPA, we complain about the roads, we complain about everything under the sun, but we don't proffer solutions. We go to sleep and we hope that when we wake up tomorrow, everything will be okay. But no, we all have to rise up and proffer solutions and step into the game. If you're not, I mean, if you don't wear, life is like a football game, one of my professors used to say. Oh. If you don't wear your jersey, put on your shorts and your football boots, you're not going to participate. You'll be watching from the sidelines and you will continue to be a complainant. So I differ in that aspect, that I want to be part of the solution, not just a part of the problem. I don't want to sit in my house and continue to complain about what Nigeria has. And Kenny and myself have proven that in entertainment and in broadcasting. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't know it all, but at least take a step. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Take that leap of faith and hope that things will fall in place for you. So that's the advice I would have for anybody, any good Nigerian, is participate in the process. Those who moved the motion for Nigeria's independence, late Mike Enaoro, Nnamdi Azikiwe, and the likes of them, they were in their 20s when they started the political process. In their early 20s, 22, 23. Now we have our youth, 33, 34, 35, 36. They don't even have any inkling of how to enter in the political process. So we need to change that. We need to change that view
of our country. Thank you. Now, is politics really a dirty game? Because everyone feels that, oh gosh, politics is a dirty game. I really cannot venture into it. Do you think it's a dirty game?
Look, it depends on how you want to look at it. It depends on the individual. They say the God who created the thunderstorm created the rainbow. It's how you look at life. How you respond to it, things that determines your view of it. If you believe it's dirty and you stay away from it, others that don't think it's dirty will go in there and they'll be successful and they will make laws and make policies that affect your lives and my life. So saying it's dirty is not the way. I mean, if the Mike Enaoros and the late Obafemi Awolowo thought that, Nigeria would never have gotten independence. So we need to change that mindset. If you believe something is dirty, well, it behoves you to get up and go do something about it, help clean it up. Nobody's going to clean it up, but you and I, it's Nigerians that are going to clean it up. Americans are not going to come and clean up our political process, neither are Europeans. So it's up to us, the Nigerians, to enter the process, participate, and give it that clean look that you desire.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, let's talk about you. Right now, you are the present Commissioner for Information and Strategy. Do you have the mind to contest for any position? Because this is an appointment, a contesting, going to the field and contest.
By the special grace of God, I'm very grateful to God Almighty, first of all, and I'm also very grateful to His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, CON-FCA, for believing in me, first of all, and also giving me that opportunity and that platform to continue in my journey on this political quest of mine. Yes, I attempted to contest for an House of Assembly seat almost 4 years ago. I ended up here as a Commissioner for Information and Strategy. But by the special grace of God, I have bigger aspirations, and I'm going to be contesting for a slot in the House of Representatives for Ijebu Central Federal Constituency. And by the special grace of God, we will be successful. So it's a total commitment from me. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just a side thought. It's when I go into things, I go the whole hog, the whole 9 yards. I'm deeply committed to it. It's not just something that I thought of overnight and jumped into politics. No, it was a well thought of process. It took me 7 years to make that leap and decide that this is the time, this is the party I want to go with, these are the individuals, the progressives that I want to align myself with. So it's a continuous process for me, and by the grace of God, I pray that I'll be able to take it as far as I can.
I wish you well in your race.
Thank
now,
you.
Sir, Now you just said you wish to contest. Now, if you're given the opportunity by His grace, you won as the, for the House of Rep you're going for, what are the things your people should be expecting from you? Because we know right now in the country, the people are complaining, grumbling about their leader who are representing them. Do you think you will do better than these people? Yes, we're not Nigerian, like you have said. We are not satisfied. We just sit somewhere and complain. Now, you think when you go there, it's going to be all bed of roses? You're going to make them smile? This is our leader?
Look, when we talk about the Nigeria of our dreams, I mean, I grew up in an era when Nigeria was good. Unfortunately, most of our young ones, the new generation now, they never saw Nigeria of that time. Okay. I grew up in Nigeria where you could buy a car, a brand new Peugeot, for 500 naira.
Wow.
You could buy a ticket to London for 300 naira.
Oh, really?
So I saw the good part of Nigeria when a dollar was 80 kobo. You understand? So we still believe in that. And that's why we strive that Nigeria must be great again. Nigeria, we might not be able to return to, but at least we can get it as close as possible. We've had, I mean, countries that, look at the countries that found oil at around the same time that we did. Look at what they've been able to do with. So it's possible. I mean, you go around the world. Nigerians are some of the best doctors in the world, some of the best car designers, some of the best entertainers. You name it, we can do it. So if we put hands together and put it in this, and that's what I believe in, put our efforts in this country we call Nigeria, and we can't go wrong. Some of the best brains contributing to economies outside Nigeria. I mean, South Africa has over 3,000-4,000 doctors of Nigerians. Imagine what they could be contributing if they were based here. Some of the best surgeons in the USA are Nigerians. Are you with me? The gentleman who discovered the fastest computer on earth, Philip Emeagwali, is a Nigerian. Yeah. Imagine what he could have been contributing to Nigeria if he was amongst us. So we have a lot of brain drain, that people that we need to attract back home to help us develop that Nigeria of our dreams. So now back to your question. Well, for my constituents, I mean, they've seen what I've been doing in the last 4 or 5 years. The promise I made to them was ticket or no ticket, back amongst my people to serve them. To whom much has been given.
Much is expected. And
I dare say that God has blessed me. I'm grateful to Nigerians for having supported my dreams in entertainment and in broadcasting, for embracing the Kenny's music and the prime time and what have you. So this is our own small way of just giving back, offering yourself for service. The late John F. Kennedy once said, there comes a time when you must ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So this is my own way of, giving back to not just my community, my state, but, my country as well, Nigeria.
What do you have to say about the fake bloggers carrying news all around the country as a commissioner for information?
Well, unfortunately, it's not just a Nigerian thing. It's a worldwide problem. People tend to believe what they read in social media, what they read on Facebook, Twitter, what have you. We have to change, which would be tough to do, but we have to educate our people more, especially when you talk of people copying and pasting information that they've not verified, because it tends to spiral out of control. One person sends something which has not been verified, you copy and paste to a platform of 100 people, and it has that multiplier effect. Before you know it, 5,000 people have read it, and they begin to all believe that, 50 people were killed, whereas maybe not even one. So we have people who are not trained journalists peddling news that they've not verified. But what I think needs to be done is to apply the rules. In the Constitution, yes, we have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. But you are also to be held accountable for whatever you write and whatever you say. Especially if it creates disturbance, a public disturbance, or creates panic in the public. So I think our authorities need to apply the rules more and hold people accountable for whatever they write, for whatever they post. We've had instances in foreign countries where people have been prosecuted. So we think we need to do more of that around these parts. People think because usually you don't have their face, you don't have their address, so they hide behind that blogging, and they can post just about anything about you or about your, your company, and most of the time they get away with it. But I think we need to apply the rules, we need to apply the law, and hold people accountable and responsible for whatever they post or write.
Now, let's talk about the present governor of the government. What are the achievements of the present governor?
Wow. If we start talking about those achievements, we'll be here for about a couple of days. But I'm sure as you drove into Ogun State, I'm sure you saw, even a first-time visitor will see that Ogun State is a construction site, like most of our visitors have said. Everywhere there's ongoing construction, ongoing rehabilitation. From our educational sector, we have what we call our 5 cardinal programs: efficient healthcare delivery, infrastructural development, agricultural revolution that will lead us in the industrialization. And so we've been able to transform Ogun State. If you came into Ogun State around 8-9 years ago, this is not the same.
That's true.
So, and even visitors, not just residents. Residents have, of course, they are here every day, they see the transformation. But visitors, people who maybe visited Ogun 10 years ago, they came back, they couldn't find their way around.
Yeah, that's
because a lot has changed. Going away from that, when this administration came in 2011, Ogun was rated way back in most of the indices. At a point, we were rated 35th out of 36 states. And most indices, security, what have you. But with what His Excellency, the Governor, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, and the team have been able to put in place, massive security overhaul, infrastructural development, like I said, overhauling our healthcare delivery system, our educational sector, and massive infrastructure all across the state. I'm talking about the 3 senatorial districts. We've been able to move up. We've also been able to move our IGR. When this administration came in, our IGR was just about 700 million a month. But right now, we are over 8 billion a month and moving, hopefully, to 10 billion before this administration winds up. So all those things tell you that we must be doing something right. We won't beat our own drums, but we will let people who see tell us that, like the governor would say, if you get 9 over 10, tell me about that one that I've not gotten so I can work on it. Don't tell me about the 9. Tell me about that one that I'm missing so I can work on it. But we will not relent, like His Excellency would say. We're going to work to the very last day. We'll continue to push, continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to our people who elected us and put us in office. So despite the fact that this administration is winding down, we are even doing more projects, as you can see. So we're not relenting. Government is a continuum, and we will continue to work for the good citizens of Ogun State.
As a Commissioner for Information and Strategy, what are the challenges to deliver a good governance?
To deliver
good governance?
Well, I mean, I'm tempted to say, Yoruba say, you can have tons of ideas. Without the capital to execute your ideas, you might get stuck. But His Excellency will always say, well, if you wait for a perfect situation, you will never get anything done. So just get moving, start moving, and pray, that things will fall in place, as long as you're hardworking. The challenges are mostly financial. Yes, everybody knows what oil was selling for about 4 or 5 years ago, $150 to a barrel. And now we're talking of hovering between 20 and 40. So the money is no longer there. The oil windfall is no longer there. So every state, every region, Nigeria, has to dig in further and look inwards. The president said, we must produce what we eat. We can't import anymore because we don't have the foreign exchange to continue to import. And we must eat what we produce. So we can no longer continue to import toothpicks and import everything from oil, palm oil. I mean, can you imagine Nigeria importing palm oil? Yeah. We must look inwards, maybe close our borders and task ourselves, go back to agriculture and feed ourselves. Once we remove that aspect of importing everything, and we now start to produce, feed ourselves, and then start exporting, then we can start to earn foreign exchange apart from oil. And I think Ogun is bearing towards that. A study done by the Commonwealth, I think a year and a half ago, came out with results that 75% of all foreign direct investment, FDIs, coming to Nigeria are attracted to Ogun State.
Yeah.
So when you say 75% of all foreign coming to one particular state, that means we are doing something right. Yeah. Just a couple of days ago, we commissioned the largest brewery, one of the largest breweries in Africa, outside of South Africa. So to be attracted to these states, that means they are comfortable with our security position, our infrastructure is encouraging, and they see something in Ogun State, the value chain that Ogun offers. So that's why we're able to attract all these industries, and we pray that God will continue to give us that wherewithal to continue to contribute that quota to Nigeria's development.
So thank you so very much, sir. Before we call it today, I will want you to tell our viewers your name and your advice to those who are out there who are looking to aspire in one position or the other, especially when it comes to the entertainers in the country.
My name is Dayo Adeneye, Otunba that is, Honorable Commissioner for Information and Strategy for Ogun State. My advice for those aspiring to go into broadcasting or entertainment or into politics is that just be the best that you can be. Go into it with a notion that you want to serve. One notable philosopher said the best way and the fastest way to get rich is to serve. Provide a service that people want. Whether you're providing a cell phone service, you're providing whatever it is, or you're blogging, provide the service. And the heavens will conspire to pay you for it, to put food on your table. Don't chase the money. That's my advice. The money will come. It will come, no matter what it is. But be the best at whatever you decide to go into. Be the best at it. Put all your efforts into it. So even when the money is not coming, you will continue to do it. Make sure it's something you love also, something you care about. So when the money is not coming, you will persevere. Yeah. But trust me. The money will come eventually to put food on your table. You will go places, to take you places. Entertainment took me places. Broadcasting took me, across the world, from the Grammys to the BETs I interviewed presidents and kings and, notable individuals from Michael Jackson to Beyonce. So it will take you places. You might start with humble beginnings, but the problem with our youth is they want to start at the top.
Which is not possible. Thank you very much, sir. Wow! Thank you, my wonderful viewers at home, for staying tuned on today's edition and a chat with D1. Anyway, time is not on our side, but if you want to be part of the program, why don't you call us on the number on your screen? Follow us on our social media handle. I still remain your host, Mercy Alexander. Bye and have a wonderful week.